What's going on? What's going on this Sunday night? Going into late Monday morning. Had to go live right quick, man. Give y'all a recap. As y'all see, I'll fix the title once I get stationary. But as y'all see in the title, it says Farrakhan. Farrakhan today was in Detroit, Michigan, the birth of the Nation of Islam, for who and those who might not know. That's where Nation of Islam, where it all came to, you know what I mean? With Elijah Muhammad, where everything came to pass, man. That's where it all started from. So it's good for them to return. I think this their second time. It was in 2020, and now they here. They was here today. Farrakhan was here today, and just listen to the man. The man, 90 years old, a lot of wisdom, and he telling us, man, like you cannot adhere, because I'm guilty of it. I'm pretty sure a lot of us is guilty of it. Like a lot of us, man, especially in the black community, we grew up in church, man. We heard about the rapture. We heard about Revelations. We heard about what they said in the Bible. Now, we can say, oh, man wrote it. Okay, man wrote it. But at the end of the day, it's some type of govern or guidance over the world. Now, as they say, God was always on time, but not always on our time. So when you look at it, we oh man, where was he at doing slavery? Where was he at doing this? Where was he at doing that? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I don't know what this truck on. Let's see what type of time I am. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, somebody govern over us, man. Somebody somebody is governed. Shout out to the one. You feel me? But somebody is governed over us, man. You know what I mean? Some man, it's aliens. It could be aliens. I mean, but I believe it's a higher power as well. You know what I mean? So again, going back to what I said, man, us as black folks, foundational, who grew up, had grandmas and aunties, you feel me? That, hey man, you gonna go to church. You're gonna get this word one way or another. So as Farrakhan was speaking, he's showing you, you can debate it, you can argue with it, but he's telling you Israel is on its way out. How can I say this? These folk had such a monopoly and such a leg up, such a tight grip on the money. What rules America and rules this world is money. Everybody trying to get them some type of money. People trying to buy land. People trying to buy buildings. People trying to, you know, everybody trying to play real life monopoly to gain power. And on top of that real life monopoly, folk like, okay, we got all the bombs. Russia, we got more nukes than United States. China, we are the upcoming superpower. India, we right behind you. Shout out to the one person came back into the room. Everybody is vying for some type of power, man. What's that song in the 80s? Everybody want to rule the world. That's what people want to do, man. And it's all fueled by money and greed and power. You understand me? So you got to give it to them people, man, with them small hats. Them folk, you got to give it to them. I mean, you can hate them, you can love them, you can whatever. But them people got a monopoly and a stronghold on that paper. And by them having a stronghold and monopoly on that paper, they also got a stronghold on nations who are very powerful, like United States. If y'all don't know anything about World War I, if y'all don't know anything about World War II, If you look at it from the history books, you'll get it skewed. Bottom line is, them little hat people, as they say, and as you see, everywhere they go, is problems that follow. You know what I mean? Uh, the bad guy, that's how I'm gonna say it, because you know YouTube like to block stuff and you know when you say certain words. So we're gonna say the bad guy from World War II, and if anybody know their history books, they know who the bad guy was, right? The little mustache guy. The little mustache guy was telling folk, man, these people are like locusts. They are a drain on society and a drain on the world. And if you look at it, think about it, man. Think about it. Think about, you know, and this is not all towards all of them. This is towards the ones who own that type of time. The ones who is like that. The ones who honestly is evil. You got to call it for what it is. Who controls the porn industry? Little hat people. Who controls everything that makes money? That's like, think about rap music. Who controls that? Who controls that image? Who tells, hey man, Sexy Red, you know what? You should be the next such and such, and you should do such and such and such and such. Now, they know we are the bottom of the bottom, right? So we'll do anything for money. It's sad, but we will. You know, when people say, oh man, I can't believe, man, think about it in the hood, nigga. I know niggas, in my hood, niggas robbed each other and stole from each other and tried to kill each other over who was making more money in the hood. It all started out good, but when a certain type of group of niggas made more money, okay, the other group of niggas don't like these niggas, but we all from the same hood. See? It's like a microcosmic of what really goes on in the big world, man. So greed is a motherfucker, man. So, like I was saying, man, Farrakhan is letting us know Israel is on its way out. They got the stronghold in the real world as what we see. That's why people are afraid to speak against them. People afraid to say, because they're, man, look how they did Kanye. Kanye went from a billionaire to a thousandaire overnight. How a bank don't want 20 million? How a bank said, hey man, we don't want your money. Get your money up out of our bank. It ain't too many banks he can go to. What are you gonna do? Put 20 million in his house? Adidas he had a whole contract with Adidas. What they do? Null and void. Dropped him down some more. So they control that bag, and unfortunately we are afraid because we know we need money to survive. You know, and then think about the little people like me and others and people that might be viewing this. You say something, you lose your little job, it's the end of the world. Them people will get on there, hey, he has said something, he's anti-Semitic, and woo, woo, woo. Man, your whole life fucked up. So people are afraid to speak on these people, not because they strong, not because they can whoop everybody. They control that paper. They know this world and the previous world. That's why they love gold and all the other precious metals that was before money. See, they own artwork, all kind of shit that was before money. They owned it. You got to give it to them. Whoever, if it's they God or whoever they follow that tell them, they know it. They know to get that money. They know to control that money because that's, or control the resources. They know that. So like I said, Farrakhan is telling us, man, from a spiritual standpoint, their time is up. Just like America time is up. See, America is falling into what Germany fell into. See? And all the other countries that follow behind these people, Spain, all these people that follow behind these people, they end up being decimated, and all they do is latch on to the next one. So if the next power is India and China, they're going to just latch on to them. That's how they like locusts. That's what the little mustache guy was saying. This is facts. He said this. They call it propaganda, but I think the man was speaking the truth because that's what they do. They went from Germany to, they went and just bully the land with United States, with the help of the United States, because they got in cozy with us and used our military might and allowed them to get the land over there where they at now. And that's what they doing what they doing now. So as y'all see, places that's surrounding, that's powerful and got money as well, and the Arab nation, the Muslim nations, look what's happening in Saudi Arabia. And all this stuff you can look up, man. This ain't, a nigga just saying some shit out his ass. In Saudi Arabia, man, they having floods and snow and places where they need to be standing up, and these places be supposed to be powerful and got all this oil money. They're not lifting a finger to help the Palestinian people. Them people over there suffering. No matter how you feel about it, they dropping bombs like Farrakhan said. What's happening to them over there is going to eventually happen to us. And when I mean us, I mean black folk. We don't think it. They already allowing all these immigrants to come in here to replace us, man. They're allowing think about the movies. They're allowing all these British actors and African actors to overtake the movie roles. Somehow all the movie theaters and all the big wigs and all the little people that control the industry are starting to pick non-foundational black Americans. We are being replaced right before our eyes. It's just being done, like Farrakhan said, very softly. Very softly. So eventually they're gonna get rid of us. Now they're gonna keep a few of us because we're gonna be needed. You know what I mean? They're gonna need a Al Sharpton. They're gonna need certain niggas. That's why they picking the black woman. They know, no disrespect to my black woman, but they know they man, Farrakhan said, in war, the winner gets the booty. And he made a joke. Because you know how people think when they say booty. We in the modern world, so people think booty. Like Megan Thee Stallion, what's the little orange haired girl? You know what I'm saying? The little chick that always bouncing her little booty around. That's how we think when you say booty. But booty in previous terms meant you like in war, if you won, you got the booty, which means the women, if you wanted them, the gold, resource, whatever you wanted, you got the booty. That's what booty mean in previous interpretations. So our black women, that's why black women is okay. I'm gonna go give me a white man. Somehow all of a sudden white men becoming so attractive to them now because we've been defeated. We won't stand up. You know what I mean? So when you compare what's happening over there with Saudi Arabia and all the surrounding countries that's so-called powerful in the Arab nation, that's not helping the Palestinians, you see what they suffering with the weather. You never know, their oil might dry up. Who knows, man? We don't understand why certain things happen, but again, like I said, I believe it's a higher power. You understand? So the same thing that's happening to them is happening to us as black men because we not standing up. We not speaking up. We not putting our foot down. We kind of, like I've been saying lately, like beating the drum, like we got to get off that matriarchal type of society and get on the patriarchal. Us men have to stand up. We so worried about offending the black woman because let's keep it real, we feel like, oh man, I ain't gonna get no coochie. Fuck that coochie, man. I'ma keep it real. Fuck that coochie, man. Don't let that shit, let them catch their little weak ass attitude and oh man, she gonna be mad at me. Man, you have to be a man and stand on what you say. So that's why Farrakhan was saying what he was saying about the Arab nations, saying, look, soft words like, if you keep doing that, we gonna, but you ain't doing shit. Them is lightweight threats that you ain't even making promises on. You got a military, you got bombs. Send something over there and let them know you serious. Don't just be talking. So how I get it, just like how we as black men are being punished, they are being punished. God gonna punish you if you don't step into your role the way you supposed to step into your role. Dumb people got all that paper over there, talk all that big shit. We are Saudi Arabia, we United Emirates, we this, we that, we got the billions, but what is you doing to help your fellow Muslim? You ain't doing nothing. You afraid? The only ones over there that's doing something like Farrakhan said, that's how I know the man is very intelligent. He up on everything. Is the Houthis. Them the people in Yemen. They don't have much, but they got heart. They doing all what they can do. Iran is having a little bit of they got they nuts hang just a little bit because they funding the Houthis. So at least they like, hey man, we give y'all some money, y'all go do y'all thing. But why you gonna send them when Iran when you need to be like, hey, you can go toe to toe with Israel. You got bombs. You got a low key nuclear situation going on. You can go holler at Russia, holler at Putin, say, hey man, I need your help on this one, man. I'm about to do what I'm about to do to these boys, and I need your help to not let United States come in and Britain come in and France come in and they come in messing with me. They know they can do that. So by them being scary, God gonna punish them, man. Google right now what's happening in Saudi Arabia and in the Middle East, man, about the weather. All them floods and rain and snow. It's weird over there. Like, that shit ain't never happened. How a place that's a desert is flooded? It's crazy to see sand and water. That shit look crazy. Snow and water. That shit look wild, man. It's God punishing them. Y'all gonna just let them just blow up babies and kids and women and all that? Y'all ain't gonna do nothing? Like, come on, cuz I mean, me and my homeboy got jumped by some niggas. I'm from the north side in my city. We like 16. Young nigga shit. And because my homeboy just told me a couple years ago why it happened, man. I'm like, I knew. That's why I never liked this particular broad. You know what I mean? And he finally told me it was behind her, man. I said, oh, man. So the whole little shit jumped off. My homeboy socked the nigga. You know what I'm saying? And you know, at a party. And one thing led to another. And, hold on, let me get this. Let me set this here like this. You know, one thing led to another. Fight broke out. My partner socked him, but we didn't expect to get back. You know what I mean? We young. We feeling like we untouchable. So we go to another friend of mine party on the north side, but a different part of the north side, and they got us right. Now it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 of us. We leaving out the party. Next thing I look back, one nigga done dipped off. All right, then I'ma holler at y'all. Because they see them niggas gotten up behind us, walking behind us. Another nigga, he slid off. All right, then I'ma holler at y'all. Last nigga, he slid off. So them 2 niggas slid off, so it's only 3 of us left. My homeboy, me, and another nigga. They surrounded us. Go one-on-one. I ain't gonna lie, the fight was boring. Next you know what, one of those niggas come in and steal my guy. Another nigga come in. It's happening all in seconds, but it's happening real fast, but it seems like it's in slow motion. Gotta react, man. I could have sat there and been like, well, he shouldn't hit that nigga, or, man, nah. I jumped in there, 15, then there 20 niggas, socking everybody. You understand me? Raking them niggas up, getting them niggas off my nigga. I went right into the crowd where they were surrounding my nigga and stumping me. I went right in there, swinging on everybody. You know what I mean? My other partner, the last nigga, he grab a board. He get them niggas for real up off the guy. But the point I'm trying to make about this story, man, is how do you allow a country just to keep bombing your people like that, or people that's, you know, even if you can't relate to them culturally wise, y'all all Muslims. How do you allow that to happen without at least jumping in and doing something? You ain't got no heart. I feel like them surrounding countries don't have no heart, and that's what Farrakhan trying to explain. And he telling them, you're going to continue to suffer if you don't help the Palestinian brothers and sisters. You're going to continue to suffer. But in the same token, he letting you know, Israel time is up. United States time is up. He telling us, y'all can see, you can feel it. I don't care who you is. I don't care if you don't believe in nothing. You feel something just ain't right in the world right now. Something just ain't clicking right now. You can feel it. I don't care who you is, man. Now we're gonna go to our day to day, we're gonna go to work, we're gonna go give me some money, I'm gonna go give me something to eat, I'm gonna fuck on these hoes gonna fuck on these niggas. Everybody's still doing them, but in the back of your mind and in your essence as a human, you know something just don't feel right. Time is ticking for us, man. Time is ticking for the world. And I was gonna save this, and this how much they hate Farrakhan. I worked for a place that's all Jewish. It's a museum. And I particular one day try to go on the NOI website. It would not allow me. I can go to www. She want all 10 inches in her tonight. I can go into any website that's derogatory. I can go in anything, but soon as I try to go into that NOI website, it's NOI.org, they wouldn't allow me to go through there. That's how much they got a block on their system inside that building that won't even allow you to go to the website. The man Farrakhan ain't killed nobody. He ain't hurt nobody. All he do is speak the truth. He say what is on his heart. He also says what he know is right. It don't seem right when he say it because we are afraid of them people. He not. He 90 years old. He's still here. Regardless if you think he part of establishment, part of this, everybody got their take on what they think Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam is. But at the end of the day, the man 90 years old and he's still standing. He stood for almost 2 hours up there at the podium. He sat down for the last 2, basically. 90 years old. You got niggas can't stand. Niggas 18 can't stand for 30 minutes. Man 90. Man a warrior. Man, the man is the man. Period. I love him. I respect him. I don't care who know. It is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and end this, man. I just wanted to give y'all a recap of what I saw today and what I think of it. I think if the surrounding Arab nations do not come together and collectively let Israel know that's enough, they're going to continue to suffer. And on the flip side, Israel, the more they do harm to the Palestinian people, all they doing is sealing their fate, man, from a biblical standpoint, where eventually God going to wipe them out. Somehow, somewhere, they're going to get wiped off. America days is numbered. You can see what's going on with our politics, man. For y'all, side note, for y'all who feel, oh man, Trump this, Trump that, remember, the person who is hated the most, you might want to kind of like look into why he hated the most. When people, that's why I've never been a group thinker, man. I've always been a loner, always been a person who think for myself. I never really adhered to a lot of group. If I had a homeboy, you see I said about my homeboy, I didn't keep a lot of people around me. I kept 1 or 2 friends. Now I knew a bunch of people. They knew a bunch of people. So when we clicked up, hey, we might click up, woo, woo, woo. But I never was a group type of motherfucker, man. I don't like the group shit. I don't like, and then about to be 47 years old, I can understand it more like, and just seeing how the world is formulated. If me as a black man say, hey man, I like Trump, and then the other group of niggas, the majority say, man, we voting for Biden. Then you tell them, what he doing for us? What have he done for us? Shout out to the one person who came to the room. We can't even articulate what he did for us. We can't even articulate what the Democrats have done for us over 60 years. Black people are still at the fucking bottom. This is all an illusion. Puff, Oprah, any rich nigga that y'all worship, these are hand-picked niggas that they allowed to do that to. You see, soon as Kanye say something, now he not part of that group no more. You see what happened to Puff. You see what happened to Bill Cosby. I mean, the list goes on and on. So we've been voting for Democrats for over 60 years, G. I mean, 50 plus, almost 60 years we've been voting democratically, man. And our community still is suffering. They allow a few of us to make the mass of us look like we winning. We ain't winning. I'm in Detroit, Michigan. Kids cannot fucking read. Black kids cannot read at a 3rd grade level. Home ownership is more white people who own homes in Detroit, Michigan than niggers. It's more white-owned businesses or non-black businesses in Detroit than niggers. And Detroit is almost 80% black. That's a microcosmic of the black society. Niggas that you be seeing, I be saying this, I don't mean to be disrespectful or come off like I'm hating, but when you catch a broad in the Benz, you know her car note 650. She just got a job that can pay that car note, but she barely getting by. But she want to look like she got the money. When you see a nigga, he in a long sleeve, he in a Cadillac, man, you know this nigga know 575. Nigga, bro, he robbing Peter to pay Paul. We are people who like to look good, man. We don't really want to build shit. That's why we're afraid of Republicans. Republicans are people who say, hey, man, we don't want the government in our business. We don't like abortions. I don't know why black people, why we like abortions. Since abortion was implemented, it's been at least 50 million babies been aborted. That's why we still at 12 to 15%, depending on what poll is taken. How we been here and we still between 12 and 15% of the country. But 50 million babies been knocked off. They're convincing the black woman, knock your child off. But as you see, all these people that's coming over this border, is they telling them? They giving them money, housing, food, whatever they need to make sure they can take care of their family. They ain't excluding the man. They including the man. And do you hear the Democrats saying, hey, Mexican woman and child, we're going to help you. They saying, no, we're going to help the Mexican man, woman, and child. They're going to help them get jobs like in Chicago. They're helping them get jobs for the men so they can take care of their family. Why they not doing that for us? Why are they promoting abortions and keeping the black man over here and telling the black woman, yeah, girl, you run the community and whoop, whoop, whoop. Donald Trump, regardless if you love him, if you hate him, like I hear black women. That's how I know we hypocrites as people in general, but especially black women. Black women, I want a nigga to tell me the truth. They really don't want to hear the truth, nigga. Because if they liked the truth, they will respect Donald Trump. You can respect somebody who say how they feel. That's how I know we like to be lied to as a people. Black women love to be lied to. That's why it's probably so many abortions. That's probably why so many broken homes. They like to be lied to. You know this nigga ain't shit, but you still gonna let this nigga impregnate you. You like to be lied to, boo. So at the end of the day, we gotta start hearing other motherfuckers out, man. We can't keep voting this way. If we don't vote for one or the other, don't vote at all. Somebody trying to tell me, man, voting no. Okay. Think about this. I'm gonna leave with this, man, because I gotta go. I gotta handle my business. But think about this. If they telling us, hey, man, don't vote. Vote. You gotta pick one or the other. Or you gotta pick Joe Biden and Kamala or whoever Democrats put in front of you. Okay, if that's the truth, then why the illegals don't have to vote? Why Ukraine don't have to vote? Why Israel don't have to vote? They get money and resources. They didn't have to vote for nothing. Why we got to vote to get something? Why they just can't give it to us? Why they can't give us our reparations? So that's all I'm saying, man. Pay attention to what's going on in the world. And I have a lot of love and respect for the Minister Louis Farrakhan. All right? Y'all enjoy your night, man. Peace.